Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just doing some testing out and I did a basic kind of function here. Basically just said if the input bus has these two items, put some vanadium gallium in the extractor. It does turn out you need to have down set, or it could, I don't know. I didn't test them all, but it didn't work when like a west and an up was set, but if I did down, it did work. So I did that for both the this one and then the high one, whatever. So this one just outputs the Nequata. One thing I did notice though is since the chemical reactor takes a few seconds to trigger, this will continue to run this little sequence and keep putting vanadium gallium in because it's like, oh, it still has it in the input bus. Let's keep putting vanadium gallium in. So I would get like 8 vanadium gallium going in before it would start crafting. So I set this to 10 seconds and I'm going to try that with this one too. Because I was thinking the other issue is if it's crafting, say I do 2. Now I'm thinking about it. If I do 2, it's going to put the stuff in, it's going to go in there, it's going to start crafting 1, but the second one won't start crafting, so it's just going to be sitting in there while it is crafting for 15 seconds. And yeah, so it'll just keep putting more. So I'm actually probably going to have to put a liquid condition. So I'm gonna have to move some stuff here, which I didn't really want to have to do, but maybe I can switch some of these out. So it's like going to the back, maybe, I don't know. Because I'm thinking if I do, I can tell it be like, okay, so check this liquid inventory, this liquid hash. If it has 288 milliliter things of vanadium gallium in, don't put any more in, kind of thing. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that right this second, though. I'm not crafting up large batches of those, so it hasn't become an issue yet. But it will be. If I do... Yeah, if I craft 2 of those, because the HPIC ones take 60 seconds. So if I do 2 of those, one is going to be sitting there for 60 seconds. So my guess is going to be it'll do the 1, but then as it's crafting, it's probably going to do 5 or 6 more. So it'll put like 24 Nequata in there. And it's just played out of this interface, which I have told it to keep stock. I was debating whether to do the glowstone as well. But now I'm thinking it may just be easier to just have that the way I was going to do it. Gallium arsenide might, but I may need to rearrange these a little bit. But anyway, just wanted to kind of show that off. It does work, but it's putting too much in if I craft multiple at once. If I just do 1, it's perfect. But yeah, so last episode we left off, and I had forgot about one part of the motors. Well, one, they need the thing. Man, I think I'm going to craft up this data access hatch today, I think. So let's pull that out. We don't need that right this second. Electric motor, ZPM. Let's put that in there, and then I think that should work because it's got the stuff in there, right? Come on. Yeah, there it goes. All right, perfect. So it has 2. The one thing I forgot to set up, though, is there. It's turning everything into molten europium, but I don't have that going in my system. Now, a couple issues here is, one, I could just pipe it directly into the A system, but I have this setup to auto accept molten europium. This is for my crystalline circuits or crystal circuits. So if I pump it in, it's going to immediately put it in there if there's room. Obviously right now there isn't any room. How much do I have? If that would, NEI would stop being there. Yeah, I have like 8 buckets, so I have plenty of room there, but if I auto output that to a fluid solidifier, it'll just do all of that. So these two things are going to clash. I can't do like, there's no priority system, which I don't even know if that would work, but yeah. So like, if I had this set to a lower priority, it would just turn everything into ingots. So that wouldn't work. So what I am thinking, I may actually just, for now, take this. I don't have anything going on with this. This is basically just here for my, the alloys for the multi-blocks. But I think I can borrow that. Maybe craft up another one at some point, but yeah, I have other fluid solidifiers laying around somewhere, don't I? I don't know. I have them on AutoCraft, so let's, I guess, we want to, I guess, yeah, Endurium pipes. I guess we'll send everything, this is what, how I want this. If I do the same, like this is gonna get pretty crazy if I start piping fluids back this way into the center. Maybe I should do it to a different location, because I'm probably gonna have multiple types of ingots coming out of this, I think. I was thinking about having it piped back into the center, but I think that's going to just be like so chaotic if I have multiple of this going off. And I did set up a filter. Maybe we'll just do down. Maybe this. Although I could have this set to the inside of it. Oh, now it goes underneath. Now it doesn't want to go up. Just do that. If I had the input hatches, I can do them on the ins, or the output hatches, I could do it out the outside. It would be much easier. Although, I don't know how many I'm going to have on this one reactor. I kind of want it on this side. I may end up doing that actually, just because I don't particularly like that on that side. Let's, yeah, I have vanadium gallium in there. Trying to think here. I need to, I broke my fluid solidifier. I'm just going to avoid that. Doesn't. I lied. Why would I avoid it? Just throw it in the A system for now. And then I'll worry about it later. Yeah. This is turning into a big ordeal. So let's pull that out. I was like, is that all of it? No, it's not. I thought there was more. Let's not waste that. That would suck if I accidentally voided that. There we go. Let's pull that out. So I should have 21, yeah, 23,000, all right. All right, so I'm thinking maybe, well, like, what here? Elite fluid, yeah, we should probably do it on the side. Because the thing is just right there, that's just easier. All right, how about we do that? Put that in there. I'm going to take this. We're going to turn that into a regular interface. Don't think it matters. Yeah, we'll do it that, because I don't want to, it's not going to input anything in there, but let's just make sure it's like that. All right, so that will go there, but this can auto output into the same thing, so I don't have to do another channel. And yeah, I think that will, good. Where did I put it? Over here? Nope. There we go. So we'll have the output here. And then we'll just have that auto outputting into a fluid solidifier and turning this stuff back into ingots. Now obviously this is not going to work for everything. Some of them I don't, they're not metals, but I'm actually going to disconnect that so I can set that to europium. All right, I think that will work though. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then, all right, so there we go. How fast that is solidifying though, that's awesome. All right, yeah, so that should be getting all those europium ingots for the yep, it's running, perfect. All right, let me continue to craft up this stuff, and I think I'm gonna craft up the stuff we need for this data access hatch. I am tired of yeah, I'm tired of having to, these are just ZPM, that's actually not, the data orbs are a bit annoying though, but I can do this. There is this automatable one. Oh, that uses UV. Maybe we could do that with Steve's Factory Manager, like check the chest, see what's in it, and then put the data stick in? I don't know, but that will be later. Anyway, let me craft up this stuff, and we'll come back. All right, I am back, and I just wanted to kind of really quickly point this out. I have rearranged this chemical reactor because what I was trying to do before was just way more complicated than it needed to be. So basically for the fluids, all I did was I moved all the tanks to the back, and then I have inventory cables on them. And all I did was every 10 seconds, check to see if there is the required fluid in it, and if there is not, so I use the false condition. So is there enough gallium arsenide in there? No, there isn't. Then put 2 ingots in the fluid extractor. So that was way less complicated than I was trying to do it with checking the thing and the timing and everything. So this will check, and it'll just keep the required amount for one of the things in here. And then, so there's like the 4 ingots in Aquata, and if it gets used up, it'll check, oop, we need to put 4 more in, and it does it, and that's all that I needed to do. So there's no checking inventories for items and all sorts of stuff. I was making it way more complicated than it needed to be. And I also have one more for Cenarium. I haven't set that one yet, just because I don't know how I'm going to craft that up yet. Because Cenarium you can do with the fusion reactor, and I just don't know. I haven't decided that yet, but I'll have to do that relatively soon. But anyway, I think we got everything for, I needed to do 4 ZPM circuits for this data hatch. Niobium, right. So I need niobium. I have scanned niobium, and I have it running in the replicator here. And because niobium that is a pain to get niobium. I'm not seeing a decent way to get it other than like tiny dust from a tantalite vein. So like purified tantalite, you can get a thing from it, but like that's all I'm seeing here. Other than Triton stone dust, you get 7.5%, which I can't get there obviously yet, but that's actually, wow, that actually gives some really helpful stuff. Niobium's annoying to get, yttrium's annoying to get, gallium's kind of annoying to get, rare earth's annoying to get. That is definitely something to consider. But I think once I get to these planets, it's going to be much easier to get niobium. So, I don't know. Yeah, so like Triton has nobium vein, so I don't even, and it gets yttrium and gallium. Okay, so yeah, don't even need to worry about that once I get there. But that's tier 6. So we're not there yet. Let me kind of figure out how I want to do this. I may just have to go drop the thing on another tantalite vein. Which is annoying because I don't have that stuff set up yet in this world. Yeah. This dimension. I haven't pulled over all my stuff yet. I know how to do it. I've just been delaying it because that is 6 multi-blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multi-blocks is going to go in that build. I was kind of hoping... Yeah, I was kind of avoiding that. Let me figure out what I want to do here. And we are back. And I'm just crafting up some niobium here. This does take 10 minutes. Yeah, in an EV replicator. I'm thinking maybe I should look into upgrading that now. But this is not high priority here. So I have it EV. What happens if I went crazy and did like an LUV one? Yeah. Expensive, expensive, expensive. This is what? 4 nether stars, right? These are, yeah, 4 nether stars for that. Tons of gallium. This, I wish I had that. I think that is 4 emitters in there, so that's another 4 nether. This is like 8 nether stars. And tons of gallium. I don't know. I'll think about that. IV might be, well, that's also, yeah, these also use those. And tons of circuits, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that. But while that's kind of crafting up, I think I need 6 more. That's still like an hour just for the niobium. For this data hatch, even. I could do the other circuits. Didn't I take those out? Yeah, the quantum processor mainframes. But I'd rather not do that. But anyway, while that's kind of crafting up, I have built a new building, and this is going to be my ore processing. And we got the ore washer here, the sifter here, we got the macerator, thermal centrifuge, the furnace, and the regular centrifuge there, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. I kind of did a little bit of a jut out here to accommodate this. Originally, I only had the 3 of those, but I realized the centrifuge is probably going to go in here as well, so I kind of did that. Yeah, to make it a little bit less. I mean, it's still like a big box, but a little bit less square kind of thing, which I think will be cool when I finally get these walls built. I just haven't had time to build everything up. Yeah, because there's always just stuff I'd rather be doing, like progression. So it's either progression or it's building up cosmetic stuff, and I usually pick progression. But yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and move all these over. And get them hooked up. And while that's kind of crafting up the niobium, and probably by the time that's all done and I get everything hooked up and cables connected and everything, I will probably have enough niobium. But yeah, we'll cut back and we'll come back in a bit. And we are back. Just throwing some ethylene in there because I believe, yeah, it was stuck on that because I haven't done that yet. But I finished my ore processing room. Got the washer, sieve, and the smelter, macerator, thermal centrifuge, and the regular centrifuge. Got this hooked up behind there, so it's a bit hidden. I have the centrifuge hooked up to, it's doing impure stone dust. I don't really need it to do that. But yeah, it's just going through there. I have an ore dictionary for impure dusts on there. Underneath, pretty much exactly the same setup, just a bit cleaner. I replaced all the import buses with interfaces, turned off in the interface terminal, and then, yeah, pretty much the same. I have the LV coming in here and going to the centrifuge, and then the other ones are all IV. And yeah, for now that's fine. I may upgrade them to LUV, but there's really no need at the moment. Yeah, because that stuff just runs while I'm doing other stuff. It's not that big of a deal. But anyway, there is my ore room. That took quite a while to kind of get it all set up and stuff. But there we go. There is my ore processing build. So plastics I need to get done. Silicone rubber is probably the next two things, and food. These three are probably going to be the next things I have to do in between episodes. But yeah, we should have almost, not LUV, ZPM. Is that not? Oh, it is going. All right, I need to figure out this. Question is, do I do it now or do I just wait to get the assembly? I think I'm just gonna wait. We're almost there with the assembly line thing. Large scale auto assembler. I mean LUV, yeah. I think this is locked behind ZPM, isn't it? Yeah. Almost there. So I think I'm just gonna wait for that. I don't usually craft a ton of stuff all at once. Although I could just upgrade it. Actually that is an idea. I'm about to replace my assembly line with a ZPM one, aren't I? Yeah, I'm working towards that. So I could actually just replace that. It's getting power to it. How would I get LUV power to that thing? I could put it over here, actually. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. In my assembly line building. Do I have room? I didn't really build this to have much room. I don't know. Maybe that's an idea. Have some of the assembly line stuff maybe over here. I don't know. I'll think about that actually, because this I have how do I get down there? Isn't there? I was like, isn't there a way down? But there. Maybe I like close it off. Anyway, yeah, because there's LUV in here, so maybe I can do that. Anyway, let me. Oh, much more. Yeah, we still got a little while to go. All right, and there is the advanced data hatch. So this has 16 slots. Kind of wish the other one just kind of upgraded, but oh well. I just moved these items to the LUV one and put polyethylene in there. I'm just going to use this for now, I think. It wasn't really getting used. It was getting used for some of this stuff, but I don't really use that a lot. So I figured why not just use this LUV one instead of the one over there. So I just kind of left it over there for now. But yeah, I think this is pretty self-explanatory what this does, but let's take a look. Now, I'm assuming you can't have multiple of these. You can only have like one, I'm guessing. Yeah, like what happens if I think it has to be right next to the thing. I'm gonna try to see if multiple will work. I doubt it, but let's see. That didn't, I don't think that formed. I mean, it doesn't look like it did. It says it's fine. Apparently, I forgot I left that hole there. Yeah, that didn't form though, did it? Yeah, I don't think it did. All right, well, that's room for 15 or 16. So I'm not gonna just roll all these in. Probably won't do everything. Like sensor I don't need. I rarely ever use that one. Conveyor module I do need. Robot arm I do need. Emitter we'll throw in there. Yes, LEV hatch. Like fusion we don't need. Now these I'm gonna need. LEV dynamo hatch. Probably actually don't need that anymore. Because I'm going to be doing ZPM stuff. And fuel generator, yeah, probably put that in there. All right, I'll probably get these kind of organized so I can remember, but there we go. Much better. I don't have to keep jumping back and forth between these. Why don't I throw the sensor in there? No, I don't. I rarely use the sensor. I think the only time I used the sensor was for the prospector, I think, wasn't it? There's a couple things here. I have no idea what that is for. Yeah, for the prospector's scanner. Yeah, this thing. All right, so pretty happy with that. Let me continue crafting up the stuff here, and hopefully I can get the ZPM assembler, I think, by the end of this episode. All right, I am back, and I've added a couple more recipes to the A system, and I added them to the assembly line. So in theory, I should be able to craft one, and this one's pretty easy. It just needs some Aqueto. The conveyor belt's actually really easy. Robot arm, not so much. That's pretty expensive, as we can see. What are we missing? Polyvinyl. And I'm probably going to run out of polyethylene. So that is definitely going to be on my to-do list here. That's probably going to go through that entire thing here. For the ZPM robot arm, because it needs 2 ZPM circuits, 4 LUV, and 8 IV. So that is a whole lot. And I'm just thinking, I don't even know if I have... Oh, I have a few. Yeah. Definitely time to pull this over. I'm not going to do the distillation tower quite yet, but I have about... Yeah, I have about 1,000 buckets of ethylene, so that'll keep me going for a little while. But it's still going to be a pain to... kind of a pain to... totally forgot my train of thought. Like craft all that stuff up. What else am I missing? Oh, the saw. Right. Anyway, let me finish this up. The Nikawata only takes 50 seconds each, so it's really good that they're both going same time. Obviously, it's a bit slower with my the freezer. I don't know how... Actually not sure how long they take in the freezer. I did not pay attention. Oh, they're only 7 seconds. Just kidding. They take a long time to smelt, but they don't take much time at all to freeze. Anyway, we'll come back. And we are back. And I think we got everything here. Yep. All right, so that actually wasn't too bad. Other than the quada for these, really not that bad. Well, and the Europium obviously is a bit difficult, but once you get it going, it's fine. But there is the Elite Assembly Machine, ZPM. All right, so that's a pretty big jump here. Anytime you get the assembly machines built, feels pretty good. Now, I'm going to use this to... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, how much argon do I have? I only have 185 buckets. Yep, this is still going, right? I think that's still going. Unless it got messed up. I noticed that sometimes it does get messed up. Like 11 liquid air cells, where? They're not being compressed. Where do they all go? Nope. Air. Cell. No clue. Where did 44 cells go? Or what is it? How many is it? I can't remember. 54? 53? Shoot, how many argon? Argon gas. Yeah, 53. So where the heck did 42 cells go? That is so weird. I have no idea. Compressed air cells. Let me check that. Nope. I have no idea where those ended up. They just disappeared. Absolutely no clue. Alright. Usually it's like one missing, but how did... I have no idea how that many went missing. That is really strange. I feel like you're not... Alright, where are these going? Alright, so this is... I have absolutely no idea where these compressed air cells are going. I will have to figure that out. That is really strange. They're just like disappearing. Wait, let me pull that out. Anyway, this was not what I wanted to talk about. We just got a cool new assembler and I'm talking about compressed air. Alright. Compressed air. And it goes somewhere. It should go in the... Yeah. Alright, I just saw it. Went on. Right, is this weird? To anyone else? This is weird, right? Ah! There they are. Right, alright. That was the reason for that. They are probably stuck in the... Because I added a machine. Is that gonna work? I don't know if that will work. Probably gonna have to do... That'll work for fine, but I might have to. Actually, no. I won't, because I'm not adding more into this, so we're good on there. Alright, so now I probably have way more than I actually need. Anyway, sorry about that. That was kind of like I have way more cells than I actually need, but oh well. They'll go. And yeah, so we have the assembler. The reason I was curious about that is because I need to cook up the Nequata alloy and it needs argon. Yeah, so we need the Nequata coils. So I need molten Nequata, not a problem, but we have our ZPM assembler. We need a lot of mica. And yeah, another thing is we're sharing cells here, so I'm like 99% sure that all these need to be replaced. I can't just replace like some of them. So I actually, instead of doing 16, I actually have to do 26, I think. All right, so there's 16 there. 20, 24, 26. Yeah, so I have to do 26 coils of this. So 26, here we go with the math again. They're 2x cables, so 26 times there's 16 cables, so I need 416. Is that right? Yeah, because usually it's 256 and I need some more. Wait, no, it's 128 ingots usually, but I have to add more. So yeah, that makes sense. I need 208 ingots. Nequata alloy. And I may have enough once it gets up there, because there's 16 buckets in the thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and get those crafting up here. I do have 25 billion, but that is a long time in the blast furnace. But it needs to be done, so hopefully this isn't... I did my math right. All right, but there we go. So that will be getting the coils so we can upgrade our blast furnace, so we can cook the superconducting base for ZPM. So we'll be able to do the ZPM ingots because they needed 9,000 Kelvin. And then once we can do the superconducting ingots, we can finally get the ZPM dynamo hatch and the ZPM energy hatch for the power station. And we could finally upgrade our plasma turbines. And I'm probably going to do Aura something. Ori. How do you spell it? Ori something. All right. Or a Harukan, I don't know. But that is 64,000. I can't do these because it's actually going to be over 128,000. It's going to be over ZPM, unfortunately, because of the turbine efficiency. So we're going to have to do this. Yeah, we'll have to do the small ones, but each turbine, we have 3 of them, will be producing over 60,000 or 64,000-ish U per tick times 3. So yeah, looking forward to that finally. And one little thing is I don't have any ZPM cables running through my base. All the buildings, the ZPM ends at the wall. So yeah, I may have to throw it in a wall somewhere. I need a ZPM cable. I may have to like throw it right here so I can actually use the assembly machine. Anyway, we'll look at that next episode. So that's it for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.